Hey, Falcons fans! What I'm about to tell you is going to make your jaw drop to the floor. We're talking about moves that will shake the entire NFC South to its core. The front office is making chess moves while everyone else is playing checkers, and let me tell you, this is the kind of information that separates the real fans from the casual observers. You think you know what's happening in Flowery Branch? Think again. We've got power moves happening behind closed doors, contract restructures that'll make your head spin, and interviews with people who've turned struggling franchises into absolute powerhouses. I'm not talking about small adjustments here, people. I'm talking about franchise-altering decisions that could define the next decade of Falcons football. And if you stick with me through this video, you're going to understand exactly why the entire NFL is watching Atlanta right now with their mouths wide open. So buckle up, because what happens in the next few minutes is going to change how you see this team's future forever. But here's the deal, this information is too important for you to miss what comes next. If you're a true dirty bird who bleeds red and black, then prove IT right now. Slam that subscribe button like you're protecting the end zone, and smash that notification bell so you never miss a single breaking update. Because while other fans are scrolling past, you're going to be the one who saw this coming. Don't let your friends know more about your team than you do. Join the family right now and let's rise up together. Are you in or are you out? Subscribe now and let's get into this absolute BOM. Here's what's happening, and this is huge. After the difficult decision to part ways with coach Raheem Morris and general manager Terry Fontenot earlier this week, the Falcons aren't just rebuilding, they're revolutionizing their entire front office structure. And you know what that means? We're creating a brand new position, President of Football Operations. This isn't just a title, people. This is about bringing in a visionary who can transform this organization from top to bottom. But here's where it gets absolutely insane. The Falcons have put in a request to interview Mike Disner. Now, if that name doesn't immediately make you jump out of your seat, let me tell you who this man is and why this could be the most important interview request of the entire offseason. Mike Disner is the Chief Operating Officer of the Detroit Lions. You heard that right, the Detroit Lions. The same franchise that went from being the laughingstock of the NFL to one of the most feared teams in the entire league. The same organization that built a monster roster through brilliant drafting and strategic free agency. This man has been with Detroit for nearly a decade. He joined them in 2019 after 6 years with the Arizona Cardinals as their Director of Football Administration. But here's what'll blow your mind. Disner is widely considered the person who discovered Brad Holmes. That's right. The mastermind general manager who transformed Detroit. Disner found him by watching candidate interview videos created by the NFL. And it doesn't stop there. Disner was part of the small circle responsible for hiring Dan Campbell. You know, the coach who turned the Lions into an absolute wrecking crew. The coach whose team plays with more heart, more passion, and more grit than any other team in football. But wait, there's more. Calvin Johnson, yes, Megatron himself, credits Disner for bringing him back into the good graces of the Lions organization after years of being ostracized due to contractual disputes. This man is a relationship builder, a culture creator, a franchise transformer. Now imagine what he could do for our Falcons. Imagine bringing that Detroit blueprint to Atlanta. That same organizational structure, that same eye for talent, that same ability to build winning culture from the ground up. But here's the thing, we're not the only ones who see Disner's brilliance. It's unclear if the Lions will even grant us permission to interview him. They know what they have. They know losing Disner would be like losing a piece of their organizational DNA. And there's another wrinkle in this story. Former Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan is considered the favorite to win this President of Football Operations position. Can you imagine? Our beloved Matty Ice returning to the organization in a leadership role? The symmetry, the poetry, the potential. Plus, we've also requested to interview Josh Williams from the San Francisco 49ers. Another organization known for excellence. Another franchise that knows how to build championship caliber teams. The Falcons aren't just throwing darts at a board here, people. They're targeting the best of the best. They're going after executives from organizations that win, from franchises that compete, from teams that know what excellence looks like. Now, while all this front office drama is unfolding, there's another massive story developing, and it involves our quarterback situation. Kirk Cousins started the 2025 season as Michael Penix Jr.'s backup, but had to step in as starter in November after Penix suffered a devastating season-ending partial ACL tear. And you know what? Cousins showed up. He completed 61.7% of his passes for 1,721 yards, 10 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions, and posted a 5-3 record across 10 games. But here's where the numbers tell a complicated story. He averaged 6.4 yards per attempt and 10.4 yards per completion with an 84.8 passer rating and a 48.1 QBR. Those marks represent some of the lowest numbers of his entire career. And now we get to the financial reality that's going to blow your mind. According to Field Yates of ESPN, the Falcons have restructured Kirk Cousins' contract, and when you see these numbers, you'll immediately understand what this means for his future in Atlanta. His 2026 base salary has been slashed from $35 million down to just $2.1 million. His cap hit drops from a massive $57.5 million to $24.6 million. That's a difference of $32.9 million. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. That $32.9 million difference? It's been added to his 2027 salary. Which means next year, if he's still on the roster past March 13th, his salary becomes fully guaranteed at $67.9 million with a whopping $90.4 million cap hit. You read that right. $90.4 million. What does this mean? It means Kirk Cousins is virtually UNTRADEABLE. No team in their right mind would take on that kind of financial commitment. Which means we're looking at a post-June 1st cut designation. Let me break down what this means for our cap situation, because this is critical information. If we cut Cousins before June 1st, we'd lose $10.4 million in cap space and incur $35 million in dead cap, all hitting in 2026. If we cut him after June 1st, we'd gain $2.1 million in cap space and spread the dead money across 2 years. $22.5 million in 2026 and $12.5 million in 2027. The post-June 1st designation is the obvious move here. It gives us financial flexibility while minimizing the immediate cap damage. Here's the reality, folks. The Falcons are making power moves. We're not sitting around hoping things work out. We're actively reshaping this franchise from the ground up. The front office interviews signal we're bringing in elite executive talent. People who've built winning cultures. People who know how to draft. People who understand how to construct championship caliber rosters. The Kirk Cousins contract restructure signals we're moving forward with Michael Penix Jr. as our quarterback of the future. Once he's healthy and ready to roll, this is his team. This is his era. We're clearing cap space. We're bringing in new leadership. We're setting ourselves up for sustained success. So while some fans might look at all this change and feel nervous, I'm telling you right now, this is exactly what championship organizations do. They make tough decisions. They bring in the best people. They position themselves for long-term excellence. Whether we land Disner, Matt Ryan, or Josh Williams, we're getting quality leadership. We're getting people who understand what winning looks like. We're getting executives who can transform this franchise. And when Michael Penix Jr. returns healthy, with a restructured roster, new leadership, and renewed purpose, that's when this team takes off. The future of Falcons football is being written right now, and trust me when I say, it's going to be spectacular. Go Falcons!